Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome. We have taken a long hiatus, and you may notice that there have been a few changes in the setting and environment. Welcome to the...
You may not have noticed that, but Belal is so excited to share it that he's going to impose it right at the beginning.
Absolutely. In fact,
Yes.
let's give you all a tour of the
Mashallah,
brand new...
we're in the new studio.
Yeah, well, it's the same studio that you might have seen some other stuff from before, but it's got a makeover.
It's been at least a year since we've done the last episode.
Oh, it's been more than a
the
year.
99 Names.
Well, long.
It's been at least a year. The last time we did one was in the BC era before Corona, and we've been 5 years in the year 2020. We're about to celebrate the 5th year in 2020 this month, and yeah, it'll be good to kind of get back in the swing of things.
But yeah, this is the studio, right? Welcome to the updated environment. I've basically created a little box here. I kind of gone all out with the LEDs, as you might have noticed, going for that little bit of a Tron look. If I could get like a little circle over here too, that'd be cool. Get a little Tron circle, some faux circuit wiring.
Is Tron like Voltron?
No. Just look up Tron Legacy. You got Disney Plus?
Is that anime?
No. Do you have Disney Plus?
Yes.
Yeah, so look up Tron Legacy.
Okay.
And I think you might enjoy it. It's
It's a cartoon.
bro, Tron is like classic. It's one of those things where
If it was classic, I would have heard about it.
I'm like, you don't even know about like regular stuff that's classic. So
Like
it's
what?
okay.
Tell me something.
When it comes to popular culture, entertainment,
Bro,
media,
I'm Mr. Popular Culture.
yeah, coming from the guy who never saw Spider-Verse and fell asleep through Spider-Verse.
Well,
Coming
you
from
know
the
what?
guy when it doesn't understand popular culture references related to fantasy, Lord of the Rings, or Star Wars, or Star Trek for that matter.
Well, first of all, Star Trek isn't popular culture. Star Trek is geek culture. Star Wars is popular culture, but I just never got into Star Wars. We've already covered this when you talked about the 2 moons in...
Yeah, well, what I'm saying is even some of the most basic stuff you're not familiar
Sorry,
with.
man. Star Wars just isn't my world, you know. So, but other popular culture, I'm like the popular culture, like...
Okay, smart popular culture, right?
Okay.
People know about Tron, right? Tron is a story about a dude who ends up in cyberspace, sort of, right? He ends up in the computer world.
Is this new?
So Tron, the original one, came out in the late 80s. And then they came out with a sequel in 10 years ago,
Okay.
right? And now, just recently, they announced that they're going to be doing a threequel.
See, like your late 80s is completely different than my late 80s. My late 80s is like
Ninja Turtles, He-Man.
Ninja Turtles, He-Man, Knight Rider,
Yeah, that's there too.
the A-Team.
Yeah, that's there too.
Like that's popular
Freddy Krueger,
culture.
Friday the 13th.
Yeah, I guess, but like I never related to
Blade
Freddy
Runner?
Krueger.
Legend.
No,
No.
I don't know what that is.
Blade Runner. Ridley, come on, man. The guy who made Gladiator, he did
Russell
Legend.
Crowe,
No, the
director.
Yeah, Ridley Scott. So anyway, this is the key difference between Ammar and I, right? Sciencey, sci-fi.
I don't do sciencey. I don't do sci-fi. I don't do sci-fi for sure.
So
No sci-fi.
if we were to add a persona to rhyme and reason, this is rhyme, this is reason.
Exactly. Except sci-fi isn't reason. Sci-fi is
Absolute
like
reason.
weird aliens. I don't like anything that has to do with space. Once they go out into space,
Science
I'm not
fiction
interested.
is not necessarily space.
Well, they go out
Tron
into
has
space
nothing
a
to
lot.
do with space. Blade Runner has nothing to do with space.
That's science fiction also?
Yeah.
I'm straight. Stay right here on Earth. I don't need...
Well, Blade Runner is futuristic. That's what it is.
Okay.
Right? So, yeah, as we've already gone off the rails with this episode. So the whole purpose of this episode is just to kind of catch up. Essentially, where we're at, where we're looking to go.
Test out the studio.
Yeah, this is our first recording in this setup. This black drop right here, it took me over an hour to put up. You may not recognize the intricacy of it, but it's actually a frame that I had to construct and build out. That then I had to stretch the black drop up against. And behind it, Feel it. It's not a wall.
It's padding.
Padding. It's
Mashallah.
sound blankets.
MashaAllah. So the audio should be crisp.
Inshallah. That, again, it's all to test things out. There's some things that I'm missing right now. I'm missing some clouds, which are essentially sound panels for the ceiling.
And you call them clouds.
They're called clouds because they essentially kind of float,
Okay.
or they're supposed to float, and they absorb any vibrations going up and down. You might notice we got some corner ones over there.
So a person could do audio recording in here.
It's not treated to the point where it's like a sound booth,
Okay.
right? But again, part of the test, I don't know. But part of the, one thing's for sure, remember when the original garage studio, when we had nothing?
West Time Studios.
Yeah, it's West Time Media.
West Time Media.
This is, I call this West Park Studios,
Nice. MashaAllah.
right? And so,
Welcome everybody to West Park Studios.
yep.
Welcome.
Or AKA the West Park Garage.
Mm.
But in that one, literally nothing. It was just not even carpet on the floor, concrete floor, empty walls, and it was just so echoey in that. And then, brought in the carpeting, brought in the treatment, and it did well. But I wasn't there for long.
MashaAllah.
Then we had the second bedroom in the other apartment with the booth 0, as you so aptly put it.
The reason why this garage is now West Park Studios is because Belal waits until winter comes in Houston, where it drops to 60 degrees, 18 degrees Celsius around.
75 degrees or lower is where it's acceptable to be in a closed environment without air circulation.
Yeah. So outside of the winter time, Belal steps outside, he melts. He just turns into a puddle. So he can't do it. So now, alhamdulillah, we might have a good 4 to 5 months, inshallah ta'ala, of West Park Studios.
And the good news is, I just found out that my lease here, it's not a 1-year lease. I thought it was. And if it was, that means I'd have to be packing for January. But turns out I'm moving out, or at least the lease ends in April.
Nice.
So
Good.
we've got all of November, December, January, February.
Let's do it. Back in action. Batman and Robin. As you can see, I'm dressed in black and he's dressed in pink, so he's Robin.
I'm the Red Hood, bro.
Let me look at the camera here. It doesn't say time. But it's time for me to go home because it's probably midnight now.
Is it? No, you still got time.
It's
Daylight savings, bro.
It's 11:08.
Ammar sounds like he's about to fall over the chair. I mean, he's already drifting. He drifted off.
I'm drifted off.
He's not even on camera anymore.
I'm trying to
He's out of focus on this camera.
I'm trying to drift to my car right now.